Hey, today I'm rambling about staying sane in a crazy world. For me, routine is key. So this is what I do on a daily basis to help stay sane in this crazy, crazy world. So usually the first thing I do when I wake up, find a quiet spot and pray. I find this helps with acknowledging what you're grateful for and also to share your woes with God, which the Bible says we should do. If you're not into praying, then maybe just speak aloud the things that you're grateful for. If nothing else, it at least reinforces what you're grateful for and the things that matter to you. After that, I generally have a coffee and watch the news, what I call the news, which is usually stuff on YouTube. I watch a couple of conservative commentators, and yeah, it's usually what's happening in America with the drama that's always going on there. And it doesn't particularly help with my sanity, but the daily routine is probably the main thing. I also do keep up with what's happening in artificial intelligence, although I think there's a lot of hype behind that. But it is important to limit how much time you spend watching that sort of stuff, or how much time in general you spend on TV or YouTube or whatever's your choice of entertainment or news. It's all about balance in life as well as routine. Then I usually do my exercises. I found some really good exercises online, which I'll try and remember to link in the description below, for my sore back from car accident when I was about 30 or something. So I find those exercises are helping. Obviously consult a doctor. I'm not a doctor or a chiro or whatever that is, but these exercises are meant to help with sciatica and things like that as well. So yeah, if you're able to, maybe give them a try. And usually you read I get 2 bi-monthly Christian magazines, and usually I spend 15 minutes or so reading an article or two from them, which is probably a lot more uplifting than the YouTube stuff I watch, but they seem to have a pretty good sense of what the Bible's actually teaching. So yeah, I find that encouraging and introspective, so I can sort of see where I'm going wrong and see where I need to work on things. And even though I'm semi-retired, I do have a lot of things to do, especially on the house, and trying to start a small business around IT or IT support or something like that. So I do find it useful to keep to-do lists. I have a couple at least, and it helps you keep track of things. It helps you prioritize, and breaking larger tasks down into smaller ones also makes you feel like you're accomplishing something, because if it's too big a task, then sometimes it becomes a bit overwhelming. So that helps with time management. And along those lines, Notion is a great tool, online tool, that you can create your own to-do lists. They're not a sponsor, they're not affiliated with me, obviously, but yeah, I do find that quite useful, quite helpful. My wife and I always try and go for a walk or a ride every day as exercise. Exercise is important. Get the blood flowing. So we usually go for a 45-minute walk or an hour-long bike ride, which, yeah, we did buy bikes about a year ago and we love them. And there's lots of good bike tracks around. Usually we go from home, but we do have a bike rack that we can put on the car and go to some different places around and do some other bike tracks and stuff. So walking's probably more beneficial for the two of us talking. It's a bit harder on bikes. We do go different speeds downhill, especially. So sometimes it's harder to keep a conversation going when you're hundreds of meters apart, but still, it's good exercise. And yeah, do enjoy walks as well with my wife, where we can sort of debrief, and yeah, it is good. I also visit my father once a week. He's in his 90s, but doing really well. He's living independently. So I go down and have a coffee and a chat with him on a regular basis. He is an avid golfer, even at 90. Apparently he has a bit of trouble seeing the ball sometimes now, but his mates he plays golf with, they sort of help each other out. So that's good. That he's staying active and, yeah, able to still get a round of golf in a few times a week. I'm not a real social media fan. I don't really engage in social media. I think it's almost evil and addictive. So I would suggest limiting your time on social media. It's not real life. A lot of people don't see it as a real world. So you're not posting real world stuff. You're posting how you want to look, not what's actually happening kind of thing. I don't think it's real. Try and limit your use of social media. Lastly, obviously, eating and sleeping well is a good idea. So, yeah, the world is a bit crazy. It does help me to have a routine and to-do lists and things like that. So, yeah, let me know in the comments how you try and keep sane. And as always, please like and subscribe. Bye.